Okay, so now it takes us to the actual Sprite String, who's a guy I can fully explain and show because he uses all the other systems. So, Sprite String is a fairly straightforward boyo. You create him. I created 2 for my player here. Display lives, display score. And you create it by saying new graphics object. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? Sprite String. Then you get the Sprite Font Manager. You get the Sprite font that you want to use, who has the corresponding glyphs you need, the string you want to use, and some extra position data and whatnot for the... Okay. So as you can see here, you can create a Sprite String using just position, you can use a Sprite String using string and position, or only the string itself. Or, sorry, you can use another Sprite String. So we have set position, set text, update glyph list is a function I'll show in a little bit, set text and position, render, which will go through all of its pointers, which will all point to a glyph, and it'll tell that glyph, essentially move him and say render him. Get width, get height, yada yada yada, get glyph list, space between characters. I put here just in case I wanted to tweak a font a little bit, ultimately it wasn't entirely necessary. Update glyph list. This is the interesting guy I referenced before, where you actually take the sprite font and you call this function getGlyph, which will give you a pointer to an existing glyph. So again, with this tab code, it's actually creating 3 pointers to the space glyph. So I do this. So because I actually don't need to own this memory, I can actually just clear this normally. Because I need to own the glyph memory because that's owned by the sprite font. I don't actually need to delete them on my end. So with the player, you can see these get created in the player's constructor. And anytime the player is damaged, or kills an enemy, we'll do sprite font set text. This will essentially call it to do the... Oh, well, he damaged me. Either way, so I still have lives. So it's set text, which does the sprite font, get the current sprite font. In hindsight, I probably really should optimize that, but I don't know. Yeah, actually that should be a pointer it holds. Just naturally, unless you want to override it. I will write that down right now. Sorry. Sprite strings. Okay, so it'll hold. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's an optimization, which would be nice to have. So when you do that, it gives you a sprite font, then you get essentially pointers to all the string characters of these guys, and then I do std2string of the end. And then when you go to the destructor of this guy, alarm 0. Okay. See an exit. Oh my god. I am a dope. All of these old guys came up. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many breakpoints. Sorry. Okay, back to the game code. We'll close it. So when you go delete player lives, it goes to the sprite string, which for the sprite string, I can just clear my Aranis list, which essentially just empties it, which allows it to recover all of its, puts all of its nodes back into its pool, which helps it cleans itself up later. You can see it's just popping all of the pointers to the glyphs, so I can put them all back. But it's not actually deleting the glyphs themselves, because they're not owned by the sprite string, they're owned by the sprite font. So the next one does the exact same thing. Burp. And all squeak clean. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by this. Okay.